Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today we're at the greatest muscle car show on the planet in Driving Day, the Muscle Car and Corvette National. And I'm with Al MacDonald, and he's always bringing a great car to the channel. Al, what year, make, and model is this one?
I have a 1964 Dodge Polara 500.
Let's take a look at this. So, Al, come right along with me. First of all, how long have you had this one?
I've had this over 20 years.
Wow, so it's a member of the family. And we're gonna teach them and show them what's under the hood because it's a really fun motor, but we'll just feature the front. It's got a, I really think the styling in 64 started to change. That's what a 62 looks like in the background. And I like kind of what the styling looks like. You know, you've got these turn signals up here. They did some really interesting things, these beautiful chrome pieces. What drew you to the car? What made it your car that you've had for so long?
Well, a friend of mine had bought a 63 Max Wedge car, and I learned about this through friends, and I decided to try and fix it up, and bought it with no engine and transmission in it, and the paint had been worn through the metal in places, so I had to repaint the outside. But the car is basically a survivor. It only had 9,000 miles on it when I bought it.
Wow.
Currently has 19,000 miles on it. So I drive it everywhere.
Wow. Well, that's still not many miles.
No. And this particular car is one of 5 Polara 500 hardtops built with this engine.
Wow. Only 5.
And it's the only one known to still exist.
So it originally came with a Max Wedge.
That is correct.
And then you matched another Max Wedge that you've found for it.
Yes, I found as close as I could original engine and transmission. The rear end is still the original rear end.
Wow.
But
interesting. You got not only this chrome piece here that comes up, but then you've got that nice kind of turned metal.
Yeah, all the Polara 500s had a machined metal insert.
Was there a
regular Polara just had paint in there?
Got it. So this is the upgrade, is the 500.
Correct. Yeah, the 500 had bucket seats, a console, upgraded interior and trim compared to the regular Polara.
Was that piece here in the center, was that also part of the 500? That looks more of an upgrade.
No, the regular Polaras had that also. Some of them didn't have backup lights.
Got it.
The Polara 500 all had backup.
Let's open the trunk, shall we? We've got some treats for them. Go ahead, take your time. There. It's got me curious. Where is the key? That's how that works. I was like, what? What am I not seeing? There we go. We've got some wonderful trunk and treats. Now, this came that way from the factory?
Yes. Battery in the trunk from the factory.
Wow.
That's the original spare tire.
You old lady from Pasadena. That's great. Now the 426, I always thought came in 66, but yet they had a Max Wedge. This is the first year for the Max Wedge.
No, it's the first year for, actually the second year for the 426 Max Wedge.
Oh, is that right? There we go. And the other one is just called the
It's a street wedge.
Street wedge. I'm sorry. That's it exactly.
Yes.
I was going to say super wedge, street wedge, and with the dual carburetors. Yeah, that's great. One for the strip and one for the street. I like the fact that you got the one for the strip.
Yep. This is a blow up of the original owner's manual.
Oh, that's great.
It's got some pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Pretty cool.
I'll let people kind of zoom in on that. I also noticed you've got this. How long did the restoration take? Cool tire too. Look at the diamonds.
I think I finished. That's the original spare.
Wow.
And I don't think it took me a year to finish it because it really, like I say, this is all original paint in here.
Yeah.
And the edges of this, that's all original. All I painted was the trunk, the outside of the car, and the engine compartment.
Yeah.
Everything else is original paint.
Really looks good. Let's we'll close that for a second. Let's take a look at the interior. I'll let you open that if you would. I'll let you open that if you would. I've got one hand on a
I dig it.
because it's a little darker, so I'm going to actually use my flashlight here, like so. Nice dash. Now, also kind of a turned look in there.
Right.
As you can see, your
Polara 500.
Polara badge. I like that pull handle there. If I come back here, you can see those buckets. That looks great. We got our pedals here. Rear defrost, really nice there. Let's take a look under the hood, shall we? Okay. Oh, that looks great. We positioned it so we positioned it just right so it's underneath the lights. Now I'm noticing 426 with the Roman numeral 3 behind it. Tell me why that is.
This is the latest and last version of the Max Wedge. They opened up the intake a little bit compared to the Stage 2. They changed the manifolds are actually something they were gonna do but didn't, and I can explain that later.
Yeah.
Also, the carburetors are a little bigger, and they put the battery in the trunk.
Well, let me ask you this. These manifolds look different than I've ever seen on a Max Wedge. Are these special? Because I'm noticing this bracing, this piece right here, this bracing there.
Right. Well, in 1963, Chrysler decided to put, you know, in NASCAR, you had to run exhaust manifolds.
Okay.
At the time. So Chrysler designed these because you had to run header, or you couldn't run headers. And these are basically they're called TriY, 3 into 1 into 2 in the back.
Yeah.
And they're tuned. And they showed these to NASCAR. NASCAR decided that if you're going to go through that much trouble, you can run headers.
Okay.
So basically the program went away. All these were thrown away. And if there's 2 or 3 left in existence, I'd be surprised.
Now you said, I'm going to look at the exhaust for a second. You said you have a special exhaust on this. Tell me about that.
Well, the TriY, that's the exhaust. If you look underneath, all the Max Wedges had this same, you know, cutout.
There it is.
You know, for the cutout, but it's different in the front. See, it's got 2 tubes instead of 1 tube because of the TriY exhaust.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Well, let's fire it up, shall we?
Sure.
Step on the brakes for just a moment. Thank you. Let me listen to it idle and then we'll have you give it a rev. Go ahead, give it a rev, Al. That sounds nice. Listen to that. Nice. I will shut that down. In the back window, these little pillars. Al. Oh. Sorry, I snuck up on you.
That's okay.
Al, thanks so much. What a great car. Thanks for coming to the Muscle Car and Corvette National. It's great to see you here. Thanks for sharing your car. Thanks for being on My Car Story.
Thank you.
You're welcome.